Well, Hornby Island has a year-round population of about 1,000 people, and over the summer that population quadruples. Until recently, the only medical facility to serve all those people was a cramped, run-down trailer. So people on Hornby asked the provincial government and the Vancouver Island Health Authority for money to build a proper medical center, but every time they were turned down. So they took matters into their own hands instead and raised the money and raised the roof themselves. Now they're the proud owners of a brand new medical clinic. A-News reporter Gord Kurbis takes us on a tour.
The doors are now open. After 4 years of pursuing it, the people of Hornby Island finally have a much-needed new medical center.
We went to every branch of the government we could find and said, hey, we need some money. This is a great idea. We'll put in lots of work, but you guys pony up. And they said, sorry.
They actually heard sorry and no quite a bit, despite the fact their existing medical clinic was in a cramped trailer and was, in a word,
deteriorating. Let's put it that way. It was no longer sterile, not clean. You couldn't get a gurney in from one room to another without tipping the person off of it and dragging them along the floor. It was rough.
So with the government and every other organization turning them down, Hornby Islanders put together their plans, did the fundraising and design, and then rolled up their sleeves to build it themselves, all with largely volunteer labor.
The fun was really for me to work with mostly gray-haired people. The exceptions were the construction crews, which I invited to do. One group did the footings, another group did the floor, then another group did all the walls, the next group framed the roof. I mean, and they all worked for either very little money or no money at all.
Locals were committed to building something by themselves for themselves, a place where they'd feel comfortable getting health care and where medical staff would come to.
We had trouble finding doctors for a while on the island, and we feel that with a nice-looking clinic, with a decent place to work in, it's easier to attract doctors in the future.
Those who work here say the clinic has brought a whole new world of health care to the island.
It's just so much safer here, caring for emergencies. Because of this space, because of the access the ambulance has to come in. I mean, there were times in the other clinic where the stretcher didn't get through the door easily. Now, you know, we have such excellent access.
In true Hornby Island fashion, the building is loaded with green features, and much of the wood came from the island, including from trees that used to stand on the site.
It was a community effort, so everybody feels really proud of this building and proud of our community who built it, and so there's just a sense of comfort, I think, that comes with this building.
Those who worked on the clinic are willing to share details on how they pulled off their accomplishment, knowing that down the road others may have to do the same. On Hornby Island, Gord Kurbis, A-News.